Hey guys, Cyrus here from Talking About Phones, and today we are finally reviewing the Nova 3i. Now we have got the device since a month now, so we wanted to test it out properly. We've already done an unboxing video which you can check out in the info right now. So let's just start with the review. So first you can see, like, guys, I want to repeat again that this is actually one of my favorite colors in any smartphone in recent times. Even though I've always been a black person, and I've also really liked the tuxedo of the Pixel series, but this also is a top contender. Now, just talking about the phone though, guys, that the experience so far has been great. Here you can see that the face unlock just happened so fast. I didn't have to show my face properly. I just looked, tilted the phone, and it was open. Looking at the performance of the device though, is that with the help of the 710 Kirin processor and of course 4 GB RAM, the phone is actually quite smooth. Most of the stuff you can do is very smooth. If you're playing games, they work perfectly. If you're vertically listening to music, YouTubing, it normally works just fine. We have actually, because of the review, we have actually taken a couple of pictures with this phone. So just showing you the pictures right now. Here you can see that there are different variants. You can see outside shots, etc. So you can judge by yourself that how the photos actually pan out. Now looking at the games, looking at the power of the processor and the RAM, especially considering it has 128 GB internal storage, which is great for the specification. Even though you don't get actually a lot of storage space these days when it comes to budget friendly devices, but Huawei has done a great job with the Nova series. With the Nova 3 and the 3i, you get 128 GB for a very decent price. So talking about the price though, this device comes in 39.99 Pakistan rupees, and the Nova 3 comes in 59.99. just looking at some of course you can see here is that this is the new gestures feature in Huawei's new UI. It's actually, it feels quite stock though, because of course you can always open the app drawer. Of course that's a bit different, but then you can always switch. But the great part about this new theme though is that it has Google Cars integrated, which is again my most favorite feature. And of course you can see all your Google Cars straight from here. Now just showing you, so of course you can see that I have a lot of stuff open though. Let's just go and open a game. Okay, so guys, I've been testing out shooters. I've been at different type of games actually. I've been checking out an MMO, I'm checking a racer, and of course a shooter as well. So just opening Asphalt for now, and you can see guys that the game actually works brilliantly, and well, the graphics are actually quite smooth, and it is actually a great game for any of you racer enthusiasts. So just let this start. So guys, just checking out the graphics of this device, even though you can see that just increase the brightness a bit so it's easier for you to see. So here you can see guys that it is actually quite smooth. See, there's absolutely no lag, and I've actually finished the first season in this game also, so it's actually a pretty okay, so that being said, even though this is a very graphic intensive game, it works just fine. Considering if you look at PUBG, right, the new #1 shooter in the market right now, it runs on medium settings, which is the default settings that the game suggested me to use, and I've used those settings, and the game is quite smooth. But of course you can raise the graphics as well, though I would not recommend though that that may cause a bit of battery heating. Otherwise, if you play on mid, it's just perfect. Taking pictures, using Snapchat, Instagram has been smooth, no issues. Even if you want to check, so let's just check out some of the sound quality it has. The Nova series actually has some decent decent speakers, even though it has a single downwards shooter below. It is actually quite crisp. So guys, you can tell that the volume is actually quite loud, and which is actually a good thing considering if you're if you are a fan of YouTube and stuff. One more thing guys though, that the notch, you get used to it, you really do. It just takes you a few days and you really forget it's even there. That being said though, whenever I play PUBG or any shooter game, I tend to close it, because what happens is though that when the notch is open, some of the games have still not been optimized yet. So it's not Huawei's fault, it's just that a lot of game developers haven't adjusted to the notch right now. So just a simple fix guys, go in display, go in notch and close it. It really doesn't make a lot of difference, but when you're playing a game, it actually does. So you get a full display as well. Well, it is actually quite smooth. So this is the new gesture feature guys. So actually this is like a preview for the new Android Pie upgrade, because the new Android Pie has gesture functions. So recent, back, down, all of those have gone down. So you can see it has 4 GB RAM, and it actually optimizes quite well, so you don't really need to worry about that. Fingerprint scanner, works smoothly. Tried it, tested it out. You can just check it out. So closed it. 1 2 3 and it opens. Let's try it again. 1 2 3 and it opens. Face unlock, again smooth. Sometimes during when it's really dark, it kind of takes a second to open, but it does recognize, which is great. This is because of the infrared on the front camera. Now talking about the specs of the device, guys. The Nova 3i basically, now looking at the specs of the device, guys. The Nova 3i has a 6.3-inch LCD display, which is again great for viewing games, for YouTubing. It is really good. The front twin cameras at the front trim cameras. So it's a 24 megapixel selfie camera, which is again something to be seen to actually believe that how good it is, and a 2 megapixel depth of view camera. The great thing about these cameras though is that even in the front you get HDR Pro. Not many cameras or phones right now can actually boast that, which good work Huawei on that. Secondly, the back cameras, of course. So you have a 16 megapixel and a 2 megapixel secondary camera at the back. Of course, it's dual lens. It has HDR Pro, and the main thing about these cameras is the AI features, so if you guys didn't notice that all the pictures I've taken before, which I showed also, have been taken with AI mode on, because I wanted to basically check how good AI is, and in my testing, guys, it has been actually pretty great. So anyways, guys, this was the review of the Nova 3i. Hope you guys enjoyed.